Hey everyone, it's Rachel and I'm here again with another process video. Today I am working with my July 2017 Clique Kit, which is made up of Elle Studio Live, Laugh, Love, and then one piece of, oh sugar, what's it called? Bella Boulevard's something pandas. Popsicles and pandas. Okay. And then a couple of pieces of Pretty Little Studio Live and Love. No, sorry. Ain't Life Grand. This one's called Live and Love. Okay. Oy vey. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get you started. Today I am working with 4 photos. They are cut down originally from 4x6. These were taken back in 2004, right around the time when I started scrapbooking. These are not awesome photos. A lot of extraneous stuff in the back. It's before I really learned how to take a lot of photos where I'm more aware of what's going on in the background. And I'll be totally honest, I may not have even taken these. These may have been taken by my housemate. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm working off someone else's layout, but I can't show it to you because I don't have permission to show it on camera. I'm doing a little game on a message board. It's kind of like telephone, but with scrapbooking. So I'm working off of her layout, and then I'm going to pass it on to someone else, and they're going to work off of my layout. So I'm going to go ahead and get you on fast forward. Just remember the volume may get a little wonky, so be prepared. So let's get going.
So to start off with, I bet you guys can't guess who my nephew's favorite superhero character was during this particular time period. I wonder. I started for 2 years. It's all Spider-Man all the time, which is probably why I still to this day do not enjoy scrapbooking with the color red. I'll be totally honest. So for me to choose this quilted windmill pattern paper I'll tell you, it was tough. I do decide to gut it, not for this side, but actually for the B side, which has a gray brush script of different words on it. In fact, I'm very glad I did this because it comes in handy later on in my layout. So I'm going to go ahead and use this as my border. Now, originally I was thinking I would use the center part. I would go ahead and choose just a solid cardstock, but I was concerned that because my photos are so overwhelmingly colorful that by using just a plain cardstock, it would be jarring. So I decided instead to use this black and white heart pattern paper. Because there's no color in it, I don't feel so bad bringing in all that pattern. Now, in the sketch I am lifting, there is another block of paper, but because of all the patterns, I didn't want to go with another solid block, but I thought this 8x8 acetate piece from Pretty Little Studio would be perfect. And even though, yes, it's pink, it is a hot pink, and I'm going to be bringing in some different colors with my embellishments, so it works perfectly fine. Plus, that border paper is also red and pink. So I'm going to go ahead and get my center paper glued down using my ATG. And I was sad to give up that wood grain. I've been working with a lot of wood grains lately, so I was okay. I'm like, no, you can pass it up. I am going to ink all of my papers with Distress ink in pumice stone. And I actually remember to ink up all my papers. I usually get about halfway through my layout, and then I completely forget to do that. But I'm actually going to manage it this time. I was so surprised at myself. Now, because I am doing a scrap lift, I know where some of the elements are going to go, so I don't have a problem just going ahead and using my ATG on this acetate piece. Originally, in the one I'm scrap lifting, there is a large banner running down the left-hand side, and I consider using this paper, which is also from Live, Laugh, Love, but it's too small. I only considered it because I just happened to have it, and it was the correct shape, and I'm like, well, maybe that'll work, but no. So I do grab this paper that is the B side of what I'm using as a border, and I'm like, oh, perfect. I'm so glad I decided to gut that out, even though I wasn't planning on using it. I am going to cut a fishtail banner into the bottom, and I just do that by making a crease at the bottom halfway, and then using my scissors. If I want a more precise cut, I can measure it, but I didn't care. I'll be totally honest. I was kind of just going for, imperfect was going to work fine. So I'm going to get my big photo of his cake. Oh my lord, those type of cakes, they like stain everything. But he loved it. This is at the time when the first Spider-Man movie, or the second Spider-Man movie with, oh sugar, what's his name? Tobey Maguire. So that's Dr. Ock on that cake there. I have this fourth photo, and it's another picture of him with all of his gifts. And this one I'm going to border mat with that piece of pattern paper I didn't end up using before, and that is because that's the way it was done in the sketch I am lifting. So I'm going to go ahead and get that down, and I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. It's a little busy, but let's be honest, a lot of my layouts are a little busy. I grabbed that file tab folder thingy, and I put that on top of that one photo, and now I'm going to start working on the title after I put down that tag that says always be you. And I'm going to use these stickers by Pebbles. They came with my July Clique Kit, so I was super happy to use them. I'd actually purchased them before these came in the Clique Kit, so I have plenty of them. And I'm going to go with the very descriptive title of 4th B-Day. Well, it can't all winners, but hey, I added an exclamation point, so there you go. Because all of the patterns are so busy in this, I am going to keep it pretty simple when it comes to embellishments. I add that acrylic heart to the tag, and then I do grab that little die cut that says in one word. That becomes troublesome later on. Another die cut above that file tab, and that says love you, and then I'm also going to add just a few more bits and bobs at the end. So I went ahead and glued down my title, and I cut through that because, you know, no one needs to watch me re-glue things and put them in the exact same place. And I'm going to get that acrylic piece down, and now I'm going to grab some enamel dots in red for the lower right-hand corner, and then I'm going to use 2 other colors in the 2 other cluster areas. I'm going to go ahead and look, I'm remembering to ink up everything. Woohoo! So I grab a couple more enamel dots, this time in aqua for the upper right-hand corner. And then I am going to add some gray ones to that upper left-hand corner where the file tab and the love you die cut is. Look at this, look at me inking up everything. I was so proud of myself. You know, sometimes you have to go with the wins no matter how small they are. So I'm poking around looking for my third color of enamel dots. I finally do decide on the gray, as I said before. And now I'm just looking for a roller stamp to stamp something in that die cut that says in one word. One little problem, it took me forever to find just one word. They were all like, you know, happy days and so much fun. I'm like, but it says one word. I must use one word. I do finally find one from a Recollections roller stamp, and it says epic. And now I trim out this little red label cut apart from Elle Studio, although it is not from the Clique Kit. I had purchased that separately. And now from these puffy stickers that did come as part of my Clique Kit, I grab a couple of puffy hearts. I add an aqua one in the upper left hand, a red one, and a gray one in the upper right, and then a kind of rosy pink colored one by that tag over the whole, because I'm not one to put twine in. Look at this. I am inking through the end of the layout. I'm so proud of myself. Woo! So I'm just writing about how my nephew, he had a great birthday and enjoyed all his gifts and got to celebrate awesomely awesome Spider-Man. Alright folks, that is it for me today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome. Alright folks, goodbye!